So pencils are probably the second tool we learn to use as children after crayons. That's why I've decided to feature them at the art table this month with Sacred Play, because they're so accessible and because we grew up using them. So as part of this video, I did a little research about pencils and I wanted to share a bit that I learned. First, that a pencil lead, it contains no lead at all, but is a composite of graphite, which is a form of carbon, and clay that acts as a binder. So the softer the lead, the more carbon. So that's the 9 Bs that you'll find at an art store. The harder the lead, the more clay, which is the opposite. So H for hard, 9H. So you've got a gamut of pencil hardnesses from a 9B to a 9H. And in the middle, it is in fact our standard number 2 school pencil. Little tidbit. So if you want to see how pencils are made, I would highly recommend watching the link that I put in the description. It is basically a video of the process of how they make pencils, and it'll blow you away. So I'll do a quick demo because we're visual people, because I want to inspire you to use graphite this month. And I also want to introduce a few other uses of graphite that you might not be aware of, forms that it takes. So join me at the art table. Okay, so I've set up the table, and mostly I just want to, one, introduce a few maybe new concepts regarding graphite, and also answer any questions, hopefully, or just renew your love too of the pencil line. So a few things I want to share. One are the hardnesses and the softness of pencils, and that goes to here. And then I wanted to show water-soluble graphite, which is fun. These are some broader leads that are, if you'll notice, 6B and 2B. So I'll talk a little bit about these. And then also there's a jar of carbon, basically of graphite, without any clay in it. So I just want to show that in case you're interested. Okay, so hard leads, I put them in order. I don't have a lot of hard. Okay, so hard is here, 4H. And then I have an 8H, and I wanted to just show you one line or a few lines. And then this is even harder because it's a 7H. And I'm pushing equally, but can you see the difference in the just the lead line? And then I'm going to go the whole other side and go to 9B, which is the heaviest, the darkest, the most carbon. Remember, B is black. So yeah, look at, I'm not pressing that hard either. And I really love the softness of this lead. Now, if you want a super sharp line, this is not the pencil you're going to want to choose. I think it's great for, filling in a shadow. It's also fun. It lays down. It's really smooth. Okay, so then the opposite is the too hard. I thought I would show you since this is same brand, but just different indication, like 2H. That's probably, the reason H's exist is because you're laying in a drawing that you don't really want to show or to show up at the end. So some people, when they paint, they're painting realistically and they do a sketch in, so they use the heavier lead. That's one application. And then here's the HB, which I know you guys are all familiar with. It's middle of the road, and it's what we used in school to take tests and probably just to take notes. Okay, then continuing on, I have HB, I have a 4B, and I have an 8B. So these are the water solubles. create, it says aquarelle. That's the hint. I was just looking and see. Yeah, aquarelle. Yeah, that's how you're going to know. So here's the, let's see, 6B. You guys know I'm not drawing anything realistic. I'm an abstract painter, but I love to make marks and shapes. So I'm going to play with graphite during our session. Or the next session. I wanted to, okay, so I'm dipping into water. Just wanted to show you what happens. See, so there's a real difference between the graphite as it hits the substrate, which in this case is a textured substrate. So it has a certain look to it, and then when you add color, or not color, but it does become a gray. When you add water, it becomes more like watercolor. So these are two ways you can approach mark making when we get together. And these others work basically the same, I'm assuming. Let's just give it a try. I mean, I know it's going to dissolve with the water, but I don't know if it's going to be a lighter color. Yep, I guess because there's less carbon in here than there, it's lighter. So when you, or if you're going to go to a store and purchase the water soluble, if you want the darker color, go with the higher number. And you definitely want to be on the B side. Okay? Finally, just wanted to show you. That's a bunch of black powder. And I did make a mess a little while ago as I was kind of practicing. But this is if you just want to lay in, you know, a field of color and don't want the, you know, the lines to show. Now, I don't think it's water soluble, but let's try it because I'm into trying things and playing. It's another way to say it. I mean, it does look like I can push it around, which makes sense because without clay, there's nothing holding it together. Oh, that's interesting. Yep. So that is definitely a water-soluble application if you add water. Just so you see, I'm adding water here to the non-water soluble and it holds tight to its original shape. And that's it for now. Have fun and draw away, whether it's abstract or representational. Bring out those pencils and see what you can come up with.